If you have to do all that to smell good, then keep watching. Hey guys, it's Alessia. Welcome back to my channel. Today we have the long-awaited hygiene routine, and if you clicked on this video because you want to see how I shave and shower, then girl, let me stop you right there. Hygiene is so much more than wearing perfume and taking a shower, okay? When I actually started to prioritize my hygiene both internally and externally, I not only started to become more confident because I'm smelling bomb all the time, but I actually started to notice changes in my actual health, which I did not expect. And being a woman is so hard, especially when it comes to hygiene. Like, we weren't taught nothing growing up. Like, the most we were taught is that body hair is gross and disgusting and unhygienic and you should be bald. But let me tell you something, body hair literally has nothing to do with being hygienic. People just expect women to live up to the inaccurate and unrealistic standards they put on us and expect us to just comply. Why would I do that? I feel like women especially are expected to know proper hygiene, literally fresh popped out of the womb, but like, how were we supposed to know? We weren't given a step-by-step guide. So I hope this video could be your step-by-step guide, because I feel like over the years I've taught myself every hygiene tip out there. I've tried endless products. I've spent an insane amount of money for what? But I've tried so many products that I feel like now I'm down to using just my faves. So those are what I'm gonna recommend to you. Don't waste your money. And I swear I say this in every video, but like, sorry I haven't posted in so long. This is awkward. I missed you guys though. Without further ado, let's get into the hygiene because you stink, I'm sorry. Okay, we're literally gonna go head to toe. So first up, we have hair care. I know damn well when you haven't showered, you can smell your scalp. You won't admit that though, because me too. Don't worry, we've all been there, and if you haven't, you're lying. Like, a healthy scalp should smell like nothing when you run your fingers through it, and that's caused by so many things like not washing your hair enough, sweat, product buildup, dirt buildup, and even pollution, especially if you live in a big city. Literally all you need to do to fix that is use a clarifying shampoo to remove any buildup and use an anti-pollution detox mask every 2 weeks. Bonus points if you use a scalp massager. My absolute favorite clarifying shampoo is the Matrix Clean Reset because it's the only thing that actually makes me feel like squeaky clean. There's nothing left on my scalp. And if you don't have a clarifying shampoo, apple cider vinegar does the exact same thing. It clarifies and removes product buildup. And then I love this detox mask from Bounce Curl. This brand has all natural ingredients, so I love it. Plus, it already has apple cider vinegar in it, so it's like a 2-in-1. And everybody's hair is different. We all produce different amounts of oil, so you just have to gauge when your wash routine is gonna be. Like, my hair's pretty dry, so I wash it every 4 days just before it gets oily. And I don't know about you, but in the winter, my scalp gets so dry that I scratch my head and it starts snowing across the continent. So in the winters, I use an anti-dandruff serum before my wash days, and this Shea Moisture one works so well. It smells so good, plus it has good ingredients. And then for healthy looking hair, I use a bamboo brush to help stimulate blood circulation in my scalp, and then a hair oil to help promote hair growth and moisturize my scalp. Also, don't forget to clean your hairbrushes. Technically, the dirtier our brushes are, the cleaner our hair is, but like, you don't want to use that again and then put the dirt right back into your hair. I swear every time I film, the sun randomly decides to come out from hibernation to ruin my lighting.
5 minutes later.
So moving on to skincare, another thing society just loves to tell us is that having acne is unhygienic and gross because it's caused by dirty skin. In reality, it can be caused by a factor of things that are out of our control, like oil production, hormone changes, periods, genetics. But the things you can control are your stress levels, what you're eating, how much you're sleeping, what you're putting on your face, what you're touching your face with. Hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, and vitamin C are my big 3. Like, that's what's keeping my skin going right now. They just help my skin to maintain a proper moisture balance, which is so important because that alone resolves so many other issues. The Ordinary duo has been by my side for years now. I'm just never gonna switch up on her at this point. And I've tried a lot of vitamin C products over the years, but this serum from Numbuzin has worked the best by far. Like, I've never seen results this fast. And this is arguably the most important thing you could do for your skin, but exfoliating at least once a week to get rid of any dirt buildup or dead skin cells. Because letting all that build up on your face not only makes you feel gross, but it also causes a lot more skin issues. I've always been kind of OCD when it comes to hygiene. Like, I would have a set routine that I had to follow step by step every single week, or I would not leave the house because I would feel gross. But over time, as puberty just kept slapping me in the face, even though I was doing an absurd amount of hygiene, I started to notice it had less and less of an effect on my overall hygiene. Like, even though I would shower every day and use deodorant like a literal madman, my armpits by the end of the day would actually smell atrocious. I was like, what's going on? And that's precisely because our internal hygiene directly affects our external hygiene, so how we smell. And I didn't give a shit about internal hygiene. I didn't even know what it was. I say this to you guys all the time to the point you're probably annoyed by it, but drinking chlorophyll water, game changer. It does so much, from reducing body odor and bad breath, treating acne, promoting liver function to help detox your body, and you guys probably already know this because I talk about it all the time. And this leads to my next point, which is drink your damn water. Just drinking 10 cups a day will have such an impact that it'll be worth the annoyance. And when I say a cup, I mean a whole 8-ounce cup, girl. There's no loopholes. And I'm sure that you've heard drinking cranberry juice helps it to smell better down there. And it actually does so many other things for the female body, but if you're drinking it, make sure you're getting it natural, because if it's pumped up with sugar, there's not even a point. It helps to support your overall vaginal health, prevents UTIs, boosts your immune system, and supports a healthy gut, which is so important, if not the most important. So this leads to my next point, which is taking supplements that support your internal hygiene. Everything from your skin to your breath is affected by your gut health. By far the easiest way to start your gut health journey is to start taking probiotics and prebiotics, which are basically the good bacteria that promote a healthy gut. I used to only take probiotics for my gut because I had no clue what pre and postbiotics even were, until I found out that taking all three are essential to having a healthy gut because they all work together in unison. And I get some of my other supplements from this brand called Ritual because they cater their products to women, which I love. So when I found out that they had a pre, and postbiotic all in one for the same price as my probiotic, I was like, I'm sold. It's called Symbiotic Plus because it's a 3-in-1, so it not only supports your gut and immune system, but your digestive health at the same time. Ever since I started taking them, I noticed that I bloat so much less. Like, I love me some carbs, but the way they bloat me should be illegal. I'm not willing to give them up, so thank God for her. Also, in the past, I literally single-handedly destroyed my own gut because I was constantly stressed, I was eating like shit, and being on antidepressants definitely didn't help my case. And having bad gut health put me in such a bad place because I was constantly feeling like shit. Like, it genuinely felt like my body was breaking down because of how much was going wrong. So you can guess how my hygiene was doing. But the good news is I've been able to finally heal my gut between taking the Symbiotic Plus and just changing up my diet because it was not good. It was really bad. And I've noticed a huge difference in so many aspects of my life, including my hygiene, which thank God. And they're designed to dissolve right when they reach your colon, which is the ideal place for probiotics to survive and grow. And I love that Ritual does that with their supplements. That's why I keep going back for more, because they work so fast. I also always used to forget to take my probiotics because they had to stay in the fridge all the time and I had to take them with a meal. But these are shelf safe and can be taken whenever, so I just keep it with my other supplements beside my bed and I never forget to take them. And Ritual is subscription based, so I don't have to worry about remembering to order them every month like I do with my other supplements. Okay, actually it's less about remembering to order them and more about procrastinating it, but that's besides the point. You know I always got you, so you can use my code on the screen for 25% off your first month, or if you want you could click the link in my description to have my code automatically applied. This is kind of gross, but your body literally secretes the smells of the foods that you eat, so your body odor is directly affected by what you're eating. Like girl, when I was religiously eating budok noodles, I swear you could fucking smell me from a mile away. So just eating a healthy balance of protein, carbs, fruits, and vegetables are gonna help to reduce your body odor. If you're gonna start somewhere in your hygiene journey, start with oral care because that's the first thing people smell when they talk to you. I have a really good sense of smell, which is a good thing and a bad thing. Like, yeah, I can smell food from a mile away, but I can also smell when someone hasn't flossed their teeth. Make sure you're flossing every night before you go to bed before brushing your teeth. Because over time, if you're not flossing, that plaque is gonna slowly start to build and build and build until at one point you're gonna have visible buildup in between your teeth that can only be removed by a dentist. Okay, we all know we have to brush our teeth morning and night, but if you're not using an electric toothbrush, girl, what are you doing? They just help to clean so much more plaque off of your teeth. Like, do you see this? No one's hands are moving that fast. Plus, most of them have a 2-minute timer that makes sure you're brushing for the 2 minutes that you're supposed to. Also, make sure you're brushing your gums and the roof of your mouth really gently to get rid of any bacteria that causes bad breath. Because you wouldn't think the bacteria lingers there, but it lingers everywhere. Also, not many people know that your tongue is the main contributor to bad breath. Like, oral hygiene all starts with your tongue. So if you don't have a tongue scraper, get one now. Sorry, that was a bit aggressive. I'm kind of passionate about this. It's so much more effective than just brushing your tongue with your toothbrush, but let me be your warning to not scrape your tongue too hard, because once I did, I literally saw my taste buds come off. Lost a couple soldiers that day. Mouthwash is so bad for you because of the amount of chemicals that are in it and you're literally putting it in your mouth. But even knowing that fact, I don't care. I still use it. So I've been using this mouthwash that's more on the natural side. It's from TheraBreath. They have literally different things for everything, like fresh breath, anti-cavity, and they all taste so good. Okay, and my number one for teeth, oil pulling with coconut oil before I brush my teeth. If one thing is gonna whiten your teeth and give you fresh breath, it is this. And oil pulling does so much more than that. That's why it's become so popular. It reduces the risk of gum disease and tooth decay. Overall, it just keeps your mouth really healthy because it reduces the amount of bacteria. You just take a tablespoon of the oil and melt it in your mouth and then swish it around for about 15 to 20 minutes. And I know 15 to 20 is crazy. Like, I don't got the time for all that, so usually I do like 10 minutes. Okay, the moment everybody's been waiting for, how to properly care for your hoo-ha. I don't know who made the word hoo-ha, it's just, I just love it. I would just say the word because it's a normal part of our body, but I don't want YouTube to take this down. Okay, fine, here's how to properly care for your pussy. Let me start by making one thing clear. Everybody has a natural scent down there and everybody's smells different. I feel like society, men have put this idea in our heads that it should smell like roses and petunias down there. Like, wow, an exposed organ that doesn't smell like butterflies and rainbows? What a shocker. In reality, it should actually have like the slightest smell. So if you have the slightest smell down there, don't think it's like the end of the world because it's normal. So if it has a strong smell and you can smell it without even trying, that's your body signaling to you that something is wrong down there. It could be a number of things like your pH being off, you have a UTI, a yeast infection, it could be a bunch of stuff. But all of those things are perfectly normal and it's nothing to get embarrassed about because it happens to every girl at least once in their lifetime. She's actually self-cleaning because she's an organ, so she could do the job by herself. So you don't have to do much except for rinse it in the shower. But if you are gonna wash her, then use an unscented, gentle soap, and whatever you do, don't get it inside. Okay? Don't. Just the regular unscented gentle Dove bar does the job. But I've been using this natural pH balancing soap that I bought from the small business and I love her. And when you get out of the shower, make sure you dry everything down there, like every inch, because letting the moisture just like marinate there can cause an infection and pimples. And I recently started to sleep without underwear because I feel bad for her. Like she's being suffocated 24/7 between her underwear and her pants. Like she has no time to breathe. If you're not comfortable with that, that's totally okay. Just make sure all of your panties are cotton because it's more breathable compared to other fabrics. I also found this cream to powder deodorant for down there, and when I tell you this was such a good purchase, as you can tell this is made for our lady parts, so it's completely safe to put down there to prevent odor, but I still wouldn't recommend touching your hoo-ha with it. I just put it on the surrounding area personally. And what I love about this is you could put it anywhere on your body. Okay, next up we have body care, and let me start by saying if you're not showering at least every 2 days, we have a problem. To be honest, it does depend on how much you're sweating throughout the day and how much you struggle with body odor in general. If you don't have a loofah, get one right now because I promise you it will change your shower game. This is able to get every inch of dirt, sweat, or whatever you may have on your body. Like this is the only thing that makes me feel clean because it gently exfoliates dead skin. When I'm not home and I don't have my loofah with me and I take a shower, I don't feel clean. Like just using my hands doesn't do it for me. And let me tell you, the base to smelling good is your body wash. And when you're cohesive with the rest of your scents, everything just works together to have you smelling bomb instead of a bunch of different smells clashing. I'm more of a creamy, buttery scent type girl with some sweetness on top. So this is a perfect base because it's lemon cream body wash. Most natural body washes literally just don't smell like anything, but this is bomb. The most two important places people always forget to wash in the shower are their belly button and behind their ears. Over time, dirt and dead skin literally build up in your belly button, plus it's a direct connection to your gut, so it's important to keep it clean or else it can actually cause other issues. And if you get bumps and texture on your body, for me it's mainly on my back, this First Aid Beauty Bump Eraser will literally be your holy grail. And speaking of exfoliation, body scrubs are just gonna make you smell that much better compared to just using a body wash, plus it exfoliates all your dead skin cells. The Tree Hut Vitamin C Shea Sugar Scrub is so bomb. I can't even put it into words. Even though the ingredients aren't the best, I've never found a body scrub that makes the smell last on your body as long as this one does. You thought I was gonna give you shaving tips, huh? No. Shaving literally has nothing to do with being hygienic. You could literally grow your armpit hair to the damn floor, but as long as you're washing it properly, you can still be more hygienic than someone with the baldest armpits. Right when I get out of the shower, I have to immediately clean my ears with a Q-tip because I just can't stand the feeling of wet ears. No. But make sure you're focusing on the crevices of your ear too because you don't realize how much buildup happens there. It's actually kind of gross. And I use glycolic acid on some parts of my body after I shower because it does so much from reducing underarm odor to preventing ingrowns. So I just take some and tap into my armpits and my bikini line. I recently found out that your body odor, especially on your underarms, is caused by bacteria, not how much you're sweating. And it makes sense because sometimes when I try on a new shirt before washing it, my underarms smell atrocious. Like I've never smelled that scent before. What is that? And it's not because I haven't showered, it's because somebody else's bacteria got on the shirt and now it transferred onto me. So it's their scent, not mine. Moral of the story, make sure you're not using deodorant to mask the smell of your armpits because the bacteria is just gonna transfer to the deodorant and then the next time you put it on, it's gonna transfer back onto you. And I actually deal with hyperhidrosis, which I've actually never talked about on social media. Oh my god, I'm scared. And it's because I used to get heavily bullied for it, so I'm kind of traumatized. It's basically having a bad sweating problem, but only on some parts of your body. And it's annoying because I mainly get it on my hands. So when someone goes to shake my hand, I'm like, props. But I also get it on my armpits. And since that's where bacteria thrives, not many deodorants have worked out for me, both sweat and scent wise. And I'd rather a deodorant that's more on the natural side because aluminum, which is in most deodorants, disrupts our hormones. So I'm good. And I've tried so many and I've came to the conclusion that natural deodorants just don't work, especially for me. But I came across these Sol de Janeiro ones. I don't think they're completely natural, but they're aluminum free. Plus, they're the best things I've ever tried in my life. And they smell so bomb. Like, I've never experienced a deodorant that smells this good. Like, usually you could tell it's deodorant. This smells like perfume. Also, if you feel like your body creams sink into your skin way too fast, trust me and convert over to shea butter. They last a lot longer on your skin because they're a lot thicker, so they lock in moisture better. And the smell also lasts so much longer. This Fenty Skin one is hands down the best one I've ever tried. She's perfect. When I wore this for the first time, I was not prepared for how many compliments I got saying how good I smell and how sparkly my skin was. And the sparkles literally last up until my next shower, which is only the next day, but still. Okay, this is probably the part you've actually been waiting for. It's time for perfume. I'm actually kind of a perfume connoisseur, as some may say. When I tell you Arabic perfumes are on top, I'm not exaggerating. Specifically the oil ones. They just last so much longer on your skin and they smell so much stronger than regular perfumes. But little hack for regular perfume, if you have Vaseline, just put a thin layer of it where you usually spray your perfume and it's gonna last a lot longer than usual. If you're still spraying regular perfumes in your hair and you're wondering why your hair's dry, I think I just found your answer. There's perfumes out there that are actually made for hair that don't have alcohol in them so they won't dry out your hair. The Gisou and the Sol de Janeiro 68 are my absolute faves. The Gisou smells like the journey of a little bee collecting nectar from a flower to go make honey. The Sol de Janeiro, specifically the 68, smells like I'm frolicking through a garden. A vanilla garden in Brazil. This is one of my new favorite perfumes. It's the Pink Chanel Chance. It's so good. It smells like if a nonna had a garden with flowers and grapefruits. But it's really important that the nonna owns the garden. When I tell you the Prada Candy Gloss has been by my side for years, like if I had to pick one scent to wear for the rest of my life, it would be her. This one I have to spray to get out of the bottle. It smells like all of my favorite scents put together. Orange, vanilla, peach, but like sour. I don't even know how to explain it. It's like I'm at Coachella with a bunch of Sour Patch Kids. Don't ask, don't even ask. And then the Kilian Girl Gone Bad. I can literally smell this bitch from a mile away. Like, I could smell it right now. It smells like your first time going to the beach as a child. Like, it smells like a mermaid emerging from the water. Actually, funny story. Whenever I walk past Bikini Village, the scent that fills my nostrils is like, I want to shove it in there and keep it there. So that's actually why I got this, because it's the closest thing I could find to that smell. And we're finally done. You have no idea how long this took me to film. My camera keeps overheating, like I think she's about to pass away. She is ancient, so it makes sense. But every time it heats up, it just stops recording. And then I have to wait 10 minutes for it to go back to normal. So yeah, that happened every 5 minutes. I can't even make this up, it's overheating right now. I have a feeling, I just have a hunch it's gonna... This damn thing won't even let me get through the outro. Was that too much to ask? Is it? My Sony VXR? I don't even know what it's called. Anyway, I know this video has a lot of information in it, but don't be fooled. I don't do all of these things every day or even every week. Some of these are just the things I do when I want to give myself some extra love and care. TMI, but I used to struggle with really bad depression to the point where I couldn't even take it upon myself to shower. So if you're in the same boat, please don't be hard on yourself. It just makes it worse. My best advice is to just start slow and then slowly push yourself to do more. So never bash another person, especially for their hygiene, and don't focus on your hygiene just for the approval of somebody else. Do it because you want to put love and care into yourself. Also, almost everything shown is available in my Amazon storefront that I'll link in the description, so you could just easily find anything you want. All I know is we're gonna be smelling bomb. And if you have any perfume recommendations, comment them down below because it can't hurt to add a few more to the collection. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you learned something from this video because that's like my love language with you. I love you so much. Until next time.